Righto, so welcome back to another episode. These guys cruising along. I know a lot of people really want to see these white breed, and I'm not going to split them up until we actually get some babies out of them. I really want a white one. I really haven't had a chance to candle those eggs at the moment. Just need to come out of a night time to do that. But if these eggs don't hatch, we'll just let them go again. They are definitely looking after these ones better than the last ones. And they are some really nice birds. The father, he's been really good this time actually. He's really sort of been protective over the eggs. It might have just taken a while. It might take them 3 rounds to get used to it. I know some people said, oh, maybe we can foster those eggs out. I definitely agree with that, but I don't have any free pairs to foster any eggs under at the moment, which is a little bit annoying. But we will. We've got plenty of time. We've still got many months left of the breeding season. I'm hoping we can knock our breeding season over a little bit quicker. Here's a little, oh, we've got eggshells everywhere actually. This is what we want to see. Let's have a look in here. Mum's on the nest. She's made a bit of a mess today. So we've still got, okay, so there's still one little baby in the egg there. He's very randomly chipped around there like that. That is such a strange way to chip. I might have to keep an eye on that just because the weather's warming up a bit, and I feel like sometimes if they don't hatch quick enough, they can dehydrate and dry out pretty quick. But we do have a little baby over the back there as well. So we got one, but I'm going to keep a very close eye on this little baby down here. See that one? You keep a close eye on you, mate, and make sure that you make it through, because sometimes the membrane around there, see if I can actually get nice and close in it. So sometimes the membrane will dry out and the babies really struggle. So yeah, we'll keep a close eye on that one. I really want to get this pair, at least one round off this pair, and it looks like we've been successful, so we'll let them hopefully go another one. So let's get in here to where the party is always happening. So tomorrow morning is my cleaning morning. At the moment I'm just going every second day, which has definitely helped me save a lot of time because I'm trying to get a lot of other jobs done around here. We've got these 2 little babies in here. I really want to have a look at these ones. I really enjoy the breeding time. That's why I like to do a lot of updates on breeding, because things just, you know, the breeding side of things, they just grow so quickly. And we definitely need to start mixing some pairs up soon, I think, because we've definitely got a few rounds off all these little birds in here. So you can hop back in there. I really want to check on these ones of Titans. I'm keeping a very close eye on them because the last round sadly didn't make it, but these ones actually look really healthy. I don't know if you can see it, but they're looking pretty good, and these ones they're going to have to get rings on them. I'm going to have to put some rings on them when I put this camera down, I think, because they are getting quite big. And these ones really well fed as well. I'm actually pretty happy how all the parents are feeding all their babies at the moment. They're doing such a good job. And these are, I just want to look at these ones. These ones have been, oh, these are pretty close to being ready for rings as well. They're probably the youngest ones in here. Just want to check on them, make sure they're all okay. Luckily my birds are very tame, so they're pretty happy with me coming in here and just checking on their babies. So these ones look really good. I actually love the babies coming out of this pair here. Both good parents as well. She's a good mum. We really got to have a look at this Thai grizzle. Okay, so you'll notice that this one is very white. And if you do check in the comments, you'll see that Adam has mentioned that tiger to tiger will produce a lot whiter tigers, which is definitely correct. So this one's going to be a very white tiger, and Adam actually recommends that we pair these up to either black or blues. So we've probably got a better option of pairing them up to blues. We do have the little black hen that we could probably pair up. She's actually the Pigeon as well. So her mother was a Thai grizzle, I think, and she was from Willie Teal, Thai grizzles. Bit of a tongue twister there. So we could definitely try breeding that back into it. We've got a lot of options. We just don't have a lot of breeding boxes at the moment. So we may let these guys go for another round which they will want to start laying eggs again soon. So let me just sit that here for a second and we can have a look at it, because this baby is an absolute beefcake. He's a big monster of a thing. Look at it. And you can see it's going to be very white. It's going to be a very, very white Thai grizzle, which is still all right. Still going to have a dark chest. Looks like the dark underbelly, dark tail, and also the darker flights, which is still going to be a beautiful bird. But I definitely want to breed the more blacker types. So he is very healthy. It's definitely the best looking, healthiest Thai grizzle that we have bred. Look at this little thing. He's fantastic. It's just such a big beefcake. That's what happens with these single babies, I think. Let's get you in here. So maybe the baby might probably more so look like the father than the mother. I want to breed more of this style. That is like the ideal Thai grizzle in my opinion. I like their 50% black, 50% white, but very dark black, which is the same in her. So I just want to shuffle you over a little bit so there's plenty of room. Sit you back in there. So we will look at repairing these soon. I definitely probably want to pair her up with the Leo Storm sort of blues. We've got plenty of cockbirds for that, and we've got you. We may have a black hen for you, which we probably will just have to breed and see, because the black's definitely going to be a big improvement into that. And we got my new ones that we brought in here as well. This cockbird's stunning. They actually both are. You've seen in the other videos their babies in the other loft. You can see why the baby is such a big beefcake. The little one we're weaning is a blue bar. Look at the father on the right. He's a big boy, and the mother is she's not too big, but she's a beautiful little hen. Let's go across to these ones. So we definitely do have our first red of the season that we've bred. We haven't bred any reds this season, so let me see if I can just get a better picture of him. These are always pretty messy in these nest bowls, but this one I'm thinking is going to be a red checker. I know there was some comments about it probably won't be because of the colour of the toes and stuff like that, which is generally pretty accurate, but for some reason the cockbird, I think it's come from the cockbird side, that he's got the dirty gene in him. And you'll notice the last round of babies before this, they're actually really dark, like they're black beaks, and you'll see that most of the time their feet are really black as well. So that's generally what that dirty gene does. It just makes everything really, really black. But I am so excited to see how this will turn out. So this is actually the first ever red that we've bred in the Leo and Storm line. So this is paired, yeah, so this is a grandchild of Leo and Storm. I don't know what is going on behind me. Can you just calm down a bit, please, there? These cockbirds get really crazy sometimes. So yeah, this is actually a first, 2 times here. First of the Leo Storm line in red, and also first red for the season. So I'm pretty excited to see how that turns out, because the other babies are really exceptional. And then we should have some big beefcakes up in here. Oh yeah, look at these things. Leo and Storm just always produce such beautiful babies. Look at these things, they're just little beefcakes. Plenty of food in there. Oh, this one's heaps of food in there. Look at the belly on that, that's fantastic. Let's get you back in there. And then these ones in here, I might grab that nest bowl out, just have a closer look at them. I'll sit them there for a second. The only reason I have this pen locked up is that Leo, because he's on this bottom one, he comes in here and he actually fights with them. And he's very aggressive, and if he gets in here, he's going to accidentally kill some of these babies. That's why that's locked up at the moment. But these babies here, you can see there's definitely 2 different types of colours here. I am hoping that this one here might be another red. The father is a mealy, so it's a red base, so I'm hoping we might get another red from there. And we've paired up to that little checker that had 2 broken legs that come back from some really, really bad conditions. So she's definitely a tough pigeon. But these 2 little babies are fantastic as well. They're actually cousins, these ones. So they've actually, their fathers are brothers. I'm just going to try and get this back in here. I really hate these nest bowls being all the way down here. I've got to change that in the near future. But that's just a quick look at the father there, Vanderbolk. And there's a hen there too. She's one of Leo and Storm's daughters, and she's really looking good now. She had a bit of a rough time actually. I thought she was going to die because I thought both her legs are broken, but she healed up over a month and she's back in. So I hope you enjoyed that little breeding update. I know some of you really like these videos and some of you don't, but I like to have a bit of a balance between the flyers and the breeders. So stay tuned, because there is a lot coming that I'm not going to tell you about.